September 6, 2016 ba, Aaron, General Aquino?
Sir, I cannot recall the exact date.
But anyway, umabot sa inyo. But by September 2016, General Albayalde, I'll ask you now to defend yourself. You called Regional Director Aaron Aquino about the administrative case of Baloyo. And that is confirmed already last hearing.
Yes, sir. Yung sa status lang, sir. Yes, yung status, sir. I really don't know what month, pero...
No, but the question that came about was the statement was wag munang implement yan. Tama?
Well, kahit na, sir, let me make also one thing clear dito, sir. Kanina, kahit na sinabing, kung sinabi ko man yun, sir, which I really doubt na, sir, you cannot influence an upper class. Alam din, sir, ni General Lacson, I think it's already been clear.
That surprised me. You're confronting an upper class man.
Sir, sabi ni General, tinanong ni General Lacson way back first or second Senate hearing natin, binago mo ba? Sabi, sir, ni General Aquino, no. In fact, I threw them in Mindanao.
Okay, let me just ask you a question. There are two things that I like, and I'd like Senator Lacson to help me out here. Sabi mo, you cannot confront an upper class man. Confront or ask questions or what? What do you mean?
No, yung parang influence mo, sir, yung ano. So the only way that you can ask is...
What did you want to say?
Yung, sir,
anong hindi pwedeng gawin ng junior class ban sa upper class ban?
Yung sabihin mo, sir, huwag mo implement yan, mga ganun, sir. Hindi mo pwedeng pit-pitin siguro yung ano, sir. Otherwise, hindi, sir,
no, pwede mo rin siya kausapin as you did, tinawagan mo siya, di ba?
Yes, sir, tinawagan, just for the status, sir. Yun lang
because
po,
I'm concerned when you say, may tradition kayo. Tradition nyo yan, hindi yun sa bansa eh.
Well, yes,
yung rights and
yes,
obligations of the people.
Yes, sir. That's...
Nasa tao yan.
Yes, sir.
Yung sa inyo, iba yun. Pero, you're not in a different world. You serve the people.
Kaya nga po
nagsisimbi kayo sa tao, hindi pwede yung tradition nyo, ang i-impose sa tao. Kung mali yung ginawa mo, walang pakialam kami doon sa upper class pa siya. Hindi excuse yun.
Yes, sir. That's why I want to make it clear here na si General Aquino na po mismo nagsabi that he was never influenced. In fact, he threw them out sa Mindanao.
And the point here is not that he was influenced. To his credit, may sumunod pa doon na sinabi nyo, tinanong mo General Aquino, ulitin ko lang sinabi niya, mga bata ko yan eh.
Sir, yung bata, sir, it's a general term. I think, sir, the bata, sir, is a general term that's used, no?
I know, I just said general, may mixta.
Sa, sir,
adapted ako eh.
Sa mga sir, sa mga tao. I have more than 3,000 personnel when I was PD. Ang tawag mo diyan, sir, is bata. No, pag sinabing sarado, sir, batang sarado, then pwede siguro, sir, na yan ay bit-bit mo from the very beginning.
That's correct. I understand
yes,
that. Oh.
So, yun, sir, I think I made that clear during my sir, statement earlier. No, yung bata, sir, is a general term that we use as commanders. No, yung bata kasi naging tao mo sila. You know, sir, it's a general term, sir. Like me, when I'm the chief PNP now, yung mga tao, sir, bata ko. Yung mga sir, but yung kung yung impression kasi, sir, is yung parang tao mong sarado eh. Yung sir ang parang lumalabas na as if
I understand what you're trying to say, sir. Believe me, I understand.
Yes, sir.
Bata, maraming ginagamit yan, di ba?
That's a general
Pero
term,
from the standpoint of appropriateness, pag nilapitan mo, lakas ng loob mo, sasabihin mo, kung gagamitin yung tradition nyo, underclassman ka, lalapitan mo yung upperclassman, may hawak siyang order, lalapitan mo, inappropriate.
Sir,
would you agree?
Sir, I never said na sir, na ganito ganon ang gawin, sir, because I'm just
No, hindi ko sinasabi yun. Ano mo, kinakamusta mo yung mga bata mo, huwag mo munang implementahin yan. Amin yung gano'n. Ibig sabihin, sir, wala naman eh. Ang sinasabi natin dito, the ethics, propriety, kaya nga sinabi ko, inappropriate.
sir,
you know, I would really say, I don't want to teach you, pero ako yun, I was out of line. I'm sorry.
Well, sir, probably it's very inappropriate, sir, no? But I'm just, yung sa akin, sir, kasi, siyempre, of course, the family would ask, dahil alam nila, you're the previous commander.
But let them do that.
Naman, sir, sir, but,
why you?
Well, just
why you?
Short of, sir, if kung it's really inappropriate, I really can't, sir, kung talagang yung tawag is really inappropriate in the eyes of everybody. Pero as the eyes of as a commander, you could just at least man lang sana, sir, no, yung previous commander, at least kahit man lang masabi mo man lang na refer ko na yan doon sa bagong RD. Parang ganun lang, sir.
Maybe it is wrong to be idealistic, pero kaya nga may lawyers eh.
Yes, sir.
Yung lawyer ang siyang
If the call
lumapit.
was really inappropriate, then probably, sir, talaga, pero I maintain, sir, that we are in the military also, sir. I think
You're not in the
General
military.
Lacson
You're a
can
policeman.
bring me up here, sir.
Inopose ko yan sa Constitution
Yes,
ng
sir.
1971.
Yes, sir.
Civilian in nature, national in scope. Kaya pati yung senior ko sa Concon, Senator Pimentel, galit na galit siya. Bakit babalik yung rako ng General, Colonel, civilian nga, kaya Chief Superintendent. Pati ako nahuhuli sila si President Duterte, ako nahihiro, ano ba yung Chief Superintendent? Ano ba yung Superintendent? Because you are civilian. Divorce yourself, civilian in character yan eh.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I mean, I'm not trying to serve. I'm just trying to look at it from the standpoint of the general public. Bakit iba ba ang mundo ninyo? Ganun
No,
ang
sir,
sasabihin
actually,
niyan.
in fairness naman, sir, kahit na mga civilian naman, sir,
May ganun rin. Understand?
Yes,
But
sir.
it doesn't mean that just because
Doesn't
everybody is doing it,
Yes, sir.
means all of us should do it, right?
In
Some
fact,
people are doing it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It lang.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think we should work on the timelines, to put things in perspective. The period between March 14, 2016, when the motion for reconsideration was filed by Baloyo and 12 of his men, and October 17, 2017, when the dismissal order issued by then Regional Director Petrasanta on November 14, 2014, was resolved by General Corpus, is far too long not to think na may mga intervening events dito between March 14, 2016 and October 17, 2017. Kasi napakalayo eh. And having said that, I'd like to direct my questions to General Graciano Mijares, who was then the Regional Chief Directorial Staff, di ba? So,
Yes, Your Honor.
meron ka bang alam na events that transpired between the filing of the MR on March 14, 2016 and yung October 17 when finally naging demotion, di ba? Kasi dismissal eh. So, ang understanding ko, you presented the result of investigation, I mean the dismissal order, but at the time, and this was skipped by Colonel Bagamaspad, ang initial na pinresent mo kay General Aquino, naging demotion na, hindi ba? Sige nga.
Good morning, sirs.
For the
Yes, sir.
record, for transparency, I was the one who invited General Mijares to come. He was reluctant, so I had to subpoena him. Just for the record.
Yes, sige.
Go ahead, please.
So please proceed. From there, pakinarate mo nga ano yung mga events that transpired, say starting August of 2016, na, di ba, naging demotion na, but it was subject to the approval of General Aquino. Sige, please proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Magandang umaga po sa lahat. I was designated as the Regional Chief Directorial Staff of Police Regional Office 3 sometime first week of June 2016 until September of 2016. And I came across the case folder of Colonel Buluy and others when it was forwarded to my office sometime August po. On that very same day,
August of 2016.
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, Honor. On that very same day, Your Honor, then our Deputy Chief PNP for Operation, Lieutenant General Benji Magalong called me up. And he told me I was trying to call the Regional Director and hindi ko makontak. So, I'm calling you, ikaw yung tinawagan ko instead, and you just make sure that you have this instruction related to your RD. This is regarding the case of Colonel Baloyo. This is a very serious case. I want you to relay to him to ensure that this case will not be reduced or lowered. At the time, Your Honor.
That was the instruction of then DCO Magalong
Yes, sir.
from Camp Crame.
Yes, sir. He was the
Ano
DCO, sir.
exact words niya when he called you?
Pardon, sir.
Ano exact words when he called you?
As he said, sir, you have this instruction related to Regional Director kasi hindi nga daw po niya makontak, kaya ako yung kinausap.
And make sure na
And make sure
hindi
that this case,
ma-reduce.
this is a very serious case, and we ensure that this will not be reduced or lowered. And after that, Your Honor, I immediately proceeded to the office of the regional director and personally hand-carried the case folder. So I informed Sir Aaron Aquino, sir, I just received a call from the DCO giving his instruction regarding this case. They said, this is a very serious case. You just make sure that this case will not be reduced. As I can still clearly remember, Your Honor, the specific portion of that folder was for demotion and suspension. So immediately after that, Your Honor, he said, ayusin nyo yan, tawagin mo yung legal service and make him aware of the instruction of the DCO. I called Colonel
I'd like to
Bagamaspad.
clarify, please stop muna, no? Please pause. I'd like to clarify with Colonel Bagamaspad. Ang unang recommendation mo, nung unang review mo, demotion. Correct? Hindi mo sinustain yung dismissal order ni General Petrasanta.
No, sir. That was actually yung board.
Yan na. But
Yes,
ikaw,
sir, yes, sir.
sa table mo nang galing yun eh.
Yes, sir.
Tapos pumunta doon sa Chief Directorial Staff ng Region, General Mijares, na demotion yung nasa dispositive portion, no longer dismissal.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That-
But you skipped that when you were being asked by the chairman, di ba? Ang sinabi mo, dismissal talaga yung pinapresent mo. But
Dahil
that was after nag-intervene na yung regional director, pinabalik sa'yo. Please, sige, Buboy, you continue.
Let me just clarify. Kasi tinanong ko sa kanina. In-skip mo yun. Di mo sinabi na, sino nag-report na sa'yo, sino nag-decide na una demotion?
Actually, sir, yung demotion na yon, that was actually yung initial na pinalabas, sir, namin.
This was
For-
August, di ba?
Eh, yes, sir.
Ng board, no?
But that was actually for purposes ng approval ng mga members. Kasi nga, sir, aakyat, sir, yan hanggang sa DRDA. So, apparently, ito yung unang-una namin na ginawa para makita kung ano yung mga, kung ano yung
Sa MR yan, no? Sa MR
Yes,
yan.
sir,
no?
yes, sir.
Oo.
Yes, sir.
Tapos,
Mr. Chairman, just to continue the flow of...
just want to let you finish lang. Tapos doon, naging dismissal. Tama ba yan?
Yes, sir.
Yung
Dahil,
kinausap ka ni General Magalong, ano ba?
no, sir. Dahil
Ano?
yun na, sir, yung advice that kailangan hindi, kung ano yung, kung na, yung board, basta't denial of the motion for reconsideration.
Yun ang sinabi. Sino? Ng board.
Yes, sir. Kasi yun na, sir, yung
Sige.
Mr. Chairman, I'm interested, nung ginawa mong demotion yung original order ni General Petrasanta na dismissal, dinowngrade mo to demotion. Di ba? Initially. And eventually, binalik mong dismissal because of the instruction of the RD and the Chief Director Staff na tingnan mo yan dahil ang nakita niya, demotion. Tama?
Yes, sir. Dahil yun na,
Okay.
sir, yung,
Ang
yun
tanong
na
ko
yung
ngayon,
nasa panasar nila. Objective.
Was there
nila.
any intervention from anybody? Bakit naging demotion instead of dismissal? Instead of, just sustaining the original order of General Petrasanta na dismissal from the service, ginawa niyong demotion. Ang tanong ko ngayon, meron bang nag-intervene? Meron bang tumawag sa inyo sa board as far as you know?
Wala naman, sir.
O,
Wala
but
po akong ano po
but
dyan.
you dinowngrade ng demotion?
Gaya nga, sir, ng explanation ko po kanina, yun kasi yung initial na
But you skipped that eh. When the chairman was asking you, you never mentioned that the initial recommendation that you made or the board made was demotion, no longer dismissal.
Kaya nga, sir,
So why did you downgrade it to demotion?
dahil po yun yung working draft po namin.
No. Anong working draft? Nakarating na nga sa regional director eh. And that's the reason why it went back to you upon instruction of the regional director to the chief directorial staff, General Mijares, ibinalik sa inyo yung folder. Hindi tinanggap yung demotion, di ba? Ang tanong ko, bakit yung dinowngrade sa demotion?
Yun na nga, sir. Yun na nga. Yun na
Bakit
nga po
yung
yung
dinowngrade?
yun po kasi yung working draft po namin.
No, that's not a working draft. That is a recommendation from the board
Opo.
that reviewed.
Opo.
It's not a working draft. It's already an official recommendation to the regional director downgrading the dismissal to demotion. I'm asking you now.
Pero wala pa pong pan po, Mr. Chair, wala pa pong perma po nung mga pan po nila.
Sige nga, Buboy.
Ayan.
Yes, sir. As I've said a while ago, I directed him, Colonel Bagasbad, to see me at my office and instructed him with what the regional directors said to ayusin nyo yan, tawagan mo yung legal service para ma-correct po, sir. So immediately siya nag-usap kami, and after that he went out. And maybe after 3 weeks, Your Honor, the case folder came back. And again, only check on the dispositive portion, it was already dismissal.
So,
So-
it's also clear to you that when you saw the case folder, noong August, demotion yung dispositive portion, di ba?
I am positive, Your Honor.
Positive ka doon.
Yes, sir.
Nakita
When
niyo
you-
nakita, excuse me, with the permission of Senator Lacson, nakita niyo yung case folder na recommendation demotion.
Yes, Your Honor. The dispositive part, Your Honor, because that was the time din na tumawag din si... That was the very reason na tumawag si Sir Benji sa akin, Your Honor.
That's right, okay.
So I had it confirmed by
That's all I wanted
checking.
to say. You confirmed that you saw it. That's all I wanted.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, General.
I am trying to backtrack, ano? Kasi kung August 2016, andun yung dinowngrade ni Colonel Bagamaspad from dismissal to demotion, and then 3 weeks later, September na yun, ano? September 6, sabi niya, submitted again, naging dismissal na yung demotion, di ba? That because of your instruction or relayed to you by General Aquino. Now, ang in-establish ko rito is, ang sabi ni General Aquino when he testified that General Albayalde called him up. At the time, he was NCRPO director and he was regional director of Region 3. Ang sabi mo, between June and December, masyado mahaba. It appears now we can limit the period between September and November when you ordered the transfer of Baloyo and the others to Mindanao. Kasi doon na yung nag-decide ka, i-transfer mo na lang sa Mindanao. So na-shorten na natin yung period between September 6 when the folder was resubmitted to the RCDA, no, and to you. So the call must have transpired between September and November. Dahil November mo pinatransfer eh. So can you recall now?
Hindi ko pa rin, sir, na-recall, pero based on the yung ating analysis,
Chain
it
of
could be
events.
deduced to
Yes.
between September and November.
And yung kino-correct natin, because I was the one who questioned this, ano, bakit ginamit yung word na implement? When in fact, because at that time, we did not know yet na ganito pala yung nangyari, na merong intervening events. Sabi ko, bakit implement? In the first place, pending yung MR, and there's no way that you could have implemented. Because MR, yung pala, niresolve na yung MR, and meron na recommendation na demotion. And then subsequently, September, naging dismissal ulit. So yung tinawag sa iyo ni Chief PNP OD, at the time, NCRPO, wag mong implement, wag mong pirmahan yung panibagong recommendation na dismissal ulit. Is that how you understood it? O understand it now?
Sir, actually,
Kasi yung, alam mo yung word na implement at saka yung status, yung implement, that's significant, ha? Because sabi ko nga, kung wala itong bagong information na from demotion na upgrade ulit sa dismissal, mali yung implement. But now it appears na dahil yung demotion, in-upgrade ulit dismissal, naghihintay na lang ng signature mo yon. So pag sinabing wag mo implement, wag mong pirmahan yung pakiusap. Tama?
sir,
Yung
hindi ko
implication.
ma-recall kung ano ba nauna yung tawag ni Chief PNP or yung dismissal order na. So hindi ko ano, sir, kung yung sinasabi ni Chief PNP during that time ay yung dismissal order.
Yeah, but logic dictates that noong niresubmit yung case folder to General Mijares and then to you, September 6 yun eh. Yun na yung from demotion, naging dismissal ulit. Okay. So dahil nasa table mo na yun, for your signature, doon na yung dumating yung tawag na wag mong implement, meaning wag pirmahan yung dismissal order. Meaning, assuming na totoo yung second testimony mo na ang ginamit, kung pwedeng wag mo implement, between September 6, 2016 and November when you transferred these people to Mindanao. Kasi yun ang action taken mo eh. Instead na pirmahan mo yung dismissal order from demotion to dismissal again, tinransfer mo na lang. So yung call, malilimit na natin between September 6 and November when you transferred. I'm just trying to refresh your memory para ma-establish natin yung facts, di ba? So nung tinawagan ka, ang tama yung word pa rin after all na implement. Because once you sign that, it's good as, it's subject to implementation, di ba? So you did not act on it based on the call made by then NCRPO Chief Albayalde.
Hindi ako nag-ano, sir. I was not influenced by that call. In fact, kung yung mga dati kong sinasabi na nung nagkatapos kami nag-usap, I returned back the folder to Colonel General Mijares at sinabi ko, i-review nyo nga ulit ito kasi paiba-iba eh.
Yun yung August.
Yes, sir. That is the...
Yung
yes.
August, yung naging demotion, ibalik nyo.
Yes, sir. Pero yung second time, ganun pa rin, sir, ang nangyari. Nung first yung demotion, sinabihan
Kindly
ko,
help
sir,
out General Mijares kung yun ba yun.
Actually, sir, what he told me when the first time that they gave him the case folder, he said, ayusin nyo to, tawagan mo yung legal service and make sure that the instruction of DCO will be followed. Ang instruction ni DCO that time, sir, is ma-affirm yung dismissal ni na Baloy and others. At wag to make sure na hindi po ma-reduce. That's immediately after that, sir, I called Colonel Bagamaspad, informed him of the instruction. And as I mentioned a while back, sir, 3 weeks after or less, that same case folder, sir, was forwarded again to my office, and I personally handed that same case folder again to General Aquino. And upon I informed him, sir, the RD, sir, ito na po yung pinapalo up ni General Magalong, dismissal na po. And can still remember, sir, what he said. Ilagay mo lang muna yan sa table ko at ipapareview ko yan. And maybe after a month, Your Honor, Baloyo and several others, at hindi lang po yung grupo nila, dating, I think that was November, more or less 60 to, sir, na tapo na sa iba-ibang parts ng region ng Mindanao. 9, 11, Rano 11, sir, 9, 12 arm, and 10, sir. So, naalis na po itong mga personnel na to sa Region 3, sir.
Question, and you can confirm this or deny this, both General Aquino and ikaw. I received this information na he was in a quandary, no? Actually in a dilemma. Dalawang possible recommendation ang pipirmahan niya. Well, of course, at the time, dismissal na, no? Pero he was in a dilemma na between someone who's about to retire, referring to General Magalong, because General Magalong was supposed to retire in December of 2016. Is that correct? December 2016? Okay. And somebody who belongs to the ruling class at that time, class 86, General Albayalde, ano yung susundin ko dito? Do you remember that, Aaron?
Sir, I deny that, sir. In fact,
you deny that?
Kaya nga yung first instance na sir, ibinalik ko talaga yan. Sabi ko, why parang inisip ko, why demotion? And then the second time around, the decision...
Why demotion?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yung una pa nga yun, sir. And then, the same case folder was brought to my office, I think September 6, I don't know if the date was right, na sinabi ko, sir, na ilagay mo muna yan sa table ko and I'll review it. Yun, sir, yung sinasabi kong pinapa-review ko sa legal officer ulit.
So yung dismissal order, yung subsequent dismissal order, pinabalik muli sa legal? Hindi na dumaan kay General Mijares? Kasi siya
Siya nagbigay sa akin actually. Kaya nga sinabi ko sa kanya, iwan mo lang sa table at pare-review ko uli yung because I was so engrossed, sir, during that time. Again,
dumating sa iyo si General Mijares, dala demotion. Pero sabi niya, may tawag si DCO sa krame, huwag nating i-reduce ito. sa demotion. Apparently, General Magalong already got wind of the information that merong looming na downgrading of penalty from dismissal to demotion. Mayor, how did you know, kasi more timing yung pagtawag mo na talagang meron talagang recommendation for the downgrading from dismissal to demotion?
Mr. Chairman, Your Honor, talaga po tinututukan ko yan. Naglagay na po talaga ako ng tao ko po doon sa
May
Region
DPA
3.
ka na doon sa regional
Yes, sir.
headquarters.
Kaya nga, sir, nalalaman ko kung paano na sir ang nangyayari.
And the timing of your call is so perfect na nando sa table ni Jeremy Harris yung demotion, yung initial recommendation.
Opo.
Do you confirm that, Jeremy Harris?
Yes, Your Honor, correct po.
Ito, Aaron, medyo mali yung ano natin eh. Ang sinabi mo, nung pinabalik mo, yung demotion, reviewin. Yung bang dumating sa yung kinorek na yung penalty from demotion to dismissal na as yung original decision ni General Petrosanta, pinabalik mo ulit sa legal?
Sir, pinaiwan ko sa table ko kay, according nung sinabi sa
Sabi
akin.
mo kanina, pinareview mo ulit sa
Kaya
legal.
nga, sir, ang sabi ko, yung sa table ko, pare-review ko uli yun. So, ganun, sir, nangyari.
Nireview mo ba?
Na po, Mr. Chair.
Dahil,
Wala na pong dumating po sa amin.
so mali ang recollection ni Aaron na kasi pinareview mo yung demotion, dumating sa dismissal, pare-review mo pa ulit. Wala na katapos ang review to.
Sir, as I've said, to be honest, sir, hindi ko alam itong kaso nito. It happened 6-7
No,
years ago.
I know.
And I was so engrossed during the time on war on drugs. Nakapokus ako dun, sir.
Aaron, given na yan. You already testified on that.
Yes, sir.
Ang pag-usapan natin dito yung kaso, hindi yung war on drugs. Ano?
That's right, sir.
Ang tanong ko lang, kindly refresh your memory, kung yung subsequent from demotion to dismissal, ang action taken mo is to have it reviewed again.
Yes, sir.
And it was already reviewed by your legal officer from demotion to dismissal, and then babalik mo ulit to review? What? To make it demotion again?
No, sir.
O, bakit mo pa-review ulit?
Kasi
Na-review
nga,
na
sir,
nga.
medyo una, demotion, pagkatas, dismissal. So, kapag bago siya ng ano,
Dismissal to demotion, yun ang pinareview mo. Nung bumalik sa dismissal, pa-review mo ulit. Parang sa akin, it defies logic, ha?
yes, sir.
Kung ako yung commander, pinareview mo yung demotion, bumalik sa iyo naging dismissal, dahil originally dismissal naman, wala nang katapusang back and forth ito. Pag pa-review mo na naman yung kinorek na ngayon demotion to dismissal, review na naman. Sa akin, it defies logic as far as I'm concerned.
Senator Lacson, if I may. In fact, when you said review, ilagay mo sa lamesa ko, tinable mo. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, sir.
Tinable mo. Hindi mo na pinabalik. Tinable mo. In fact, you never signed it, right?
Right, sir.
You never signed it. I have a copy of the proposal here that says you never signed it. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So, ang recommendation sa'yo na dumating sa'yo, dismissal, and you never signed it, up to and until General Corpus came in and relieved you, General Corpus relieved you. Is that correct?
That's right, sir.
Senator Lacson, are you on the
Ito
course?
pa yung isang medyo malabo. Ang sabi ni Colonel Bagapaspad, wala naman daw bumalik sa kanya sa table niya para i-review. Ang sinabi mo, iwanan mo sa table ko at papareview ko ulit. But you never did that. You never had it reviewed, di ba? Kasi walang dumating sa kanya. Nandun lang lying idle on your table, ibig sabihin.
Maybe, sir. I really cannot recall kung ano yan, sir, naiwan sa table ko yan.
Pero ang instruction mo kay Jeremy Harris, iwanan mo sa table ko at papareview ko ulit yan.
Totoo yun, sir. So, ang pagkakalam ko, sir, kung ano man yung nasa table ko yan, kasi nililinis, sir, ng ano ko yan, ng secretary ko yan.
Hindi,
So,
wala, irrelevant yun. Ang pag-usapan na dito, na-review na eh. So did you actually transmit it back to your legal officer or it just lied or andun lang, idle lang sa table mo?
hindi pwede doon lang sa table ko yan, sir. Definitely, mailalabas at mailalabas yan, sir.
So bumalik sa kanya.
Yan ang presumption ko, sir, na ibalik doon sa...
O Colonel, Bagamaspad, bumalik ba sa table mo yung
Negative, sir, kasi
Negative.
based dito sa timeline din namin, based doon sa records din namin,
wala nang bumalik?
bumalik na lang po siya sa amin February 16, 2017.
Ano yung papel na bumalik sa inyo?
Yung case record.
Case record.
Yes, sir.
Walang action taken, enacted.
Presumption, sir, doon. At saka during that time, sir, wala na rin po ako doon. Pero
Yun nga,
doon sa...
si Lopez na
Yes, sir.
bumalik sa iyo.
Sir,
Yun ang,
that's the-
yun ang lalo tayong lumabaw, Mr. Chairman, but you know,